Yo, internet folks, YouTube peeps, comic book fans, collectors, creators, readers, writers, followers of arithmetic. It's Anthony Sika here, creator of Oh My God, Misty America, Venerella, Venus and Mars, Martian Law, and my son. That's what I'm the creator of. Also, former professional musician, playing the heavy metal, punk rock, alternative rock, goth rock, pop rock. Anyway, comic book reader, lover, not a collector, but I ventured out. I was at a flea market yesterday. Actually, had to go get a backpack that my wife ordered, and I was down by a flea market. Went to the flea market, hit a flea market vendor there called Tidal Wave Comics. Have lots of dollar boxes that I like sifting through, not looking for anything particular. And then there was a new vendor who happened to have about 16 dollar boxes set up. I went through them very quickly because it was like 120 degrees in the flea market where this guy was set up. But this guy and it looks like this older dude and his son was having a new spot at the flea market. They had a bunch of dollar bins, really nice stuff, and a bunch of 50-cent bins. And man, am I a sucker for 50-cent bins. I mean, if you can get 20 comics for $10, classic stuff. By the way, they were all boarded and bagged. Did I say they were boarded and bagged? Yes, they were boarded and bagged. Boarded and bagged. But let me show you the cool stuff I got, man. All right. In the 50-cent bins, we found issue number 4 of Star Wars, the original Marvel run, 1977. This was the issue where Darth Vader strikes down Ben Kenobi. And also it starts out with them stuck in the trash compactor. By the way, Howard Chaykin, artist on this, which, of course, when this came out, when I first had it in 1977, I didn't know who the hell Howard Chaykin is. Oh, and by the way, the title of this show, What's in the Box? What's in the Box? What's in the Box? Mike Navarino. Wow. Anyway, Star Wars, issue number 4. Issue number 4. 50 cents. What's in the box? All right. Another Star Wars. 50 cents. 50 cents, issue number 7. This is the first one at last beyond the movie, Beyond the Galaxy. The movie ended. This was the first issue beyond canon of Star Wars. In fact, there's a bunch of pages in here where Luke and Leia are all romantic, looking at each other, holding hands and stuff. So, no one knew they were brother and sister back then. I don't even know if George knew. But issue 7, Star Wars original run, I think this is 77, late 77, 78, 50 cents. What's in the box? 50 cent Star Wars number 7. Yeah, it's in bad shape, but you know what? All the pages are intact. It was 50 cents. Another one. This is in real bad shape, but again, 50 cents. Couldn't pass it up. Issue number 9, Star Wars. Got Jackson on the bottom. That's right, I am a nerd, Thomas. Star Wars, issue number 9. What's in the box, motherfuckers? 50-cent dollar boxes. This was a really good find. 50-cent box. This is Keebler Presents the new Teen Titans. This, by the way, is in like near mint condition. Doesn't even look like it's been opened. Of course, I just fucked it up now. Yo, G-Man. G-Man. I hit up a 50-cent box vendor at the flea market yesterday. Picked up 3 issues of the original Star Wars. Okay, 50-cent box. Issue number 4, 7, 9. 50 cents, man. What's in the box? George Perez, Marv Wolfman. This is the famous drug issue. We want you to be a hero. Stay drug-free. This is presented by Kubert Cookies. I would think if you smoked pot, you would actually eat more Kubert cookies. But guys, Thomas, how you doing, Thomas? Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please press the like button. Look at these white, gorgeous pages and that little Nancy Reagan letter about being a hero. This Perez book is fucking gorgeous. That's what's in the box. 50-cent box yesterday. Teen Titans. What is this, 1983? Fuck yeah. 1983. The Reagan years, ladies and gentlemen. Kubert Cookies presenting new Teen Titans. Dick Giordano did inks. Marv Wolfman writer. George Perez. Fucking amazing art in here. Speedy talking about all the... oh, it's the D. That's right. The D he's got all his... Thomas Wood has all his aliases online. I'm sorry, D. The disc golf connoisseur. All right. This is very cool. I want to show you guys this. If you're not familiar with this, this is the fucking coolest thing ever. Remember Heroes World? Heroes World was, I guess, a distributor in the early 80s, late 70s. This is number 2. Again, 50-cent box. What this is, this is from 1980. And what this was like Wizard Magazine in 1980. And the weird thing is the Joe Kubert School did all the artwork. And all this shows is it's like merchandise that's available. For example, on the back page, they show you all the photon guns you can buy from Star Trek, wristwatches, calendars, the actual stuff from the movie. You would have all the books that were out, America at War, Shazam. You would show all the toothbrushes and all the stuff. It was like a Sears catalog for comics in 1980. You would have, look, calendars, Rocky Horror Picture Show, a Frazetta calendar. You would have a Mork and Mindy calendar. That's really showing your age. Little tissue dispenser. You see that Superman and that? It's a Spider-Man Hulk tissue dispenser. I'm just going to leave that one alone. But anyway, look at this. All the Kiss dolls, the original Kiss dolls, the bean bags, the Rock'em Sock'em Hulk shit. Then all the Mego toys, catalog showing all the available Mego toys. Of course, what's funny is the Joe Kubert School, none of the toys actually looked like any of these pictures. But check this shit out. Lord of the Rings and Star Trek stuff in 1980, by the way. So you had Lord of the Rings figures in 1980, way, 20 years earlier than Peter Jackson. Star Trek hobby kits, and check out that whole page of Micronauts, ladies and gentlemen. So, Star Wars. This was what's in the box. Buck Rogers, all the Battlestar Galactica toys, the early Daggets, Cylon Warriors. I remember the Battlestar Galactica, the Galactica's ships. the Vipers. They had little red missiles that would come out. Anyway, again, 50-cent box, Heroes World Catalog #2, with artwork all done by the Joe Kubert School. This is not the last time I'm going to bring Joe Kubert up in this conversation. What's in the box? All right. I told you I made a comic book haul this weekend. Thomas, Battlestar back in the day was amazing. Dirk Benedict, yes. I remember Dirk Benedict had a love triangle with two girls too. One was Cassiopeia, and the other one was like Commander Adama's daughter. That was pretty hot. Those girls were really, really pretty. Also, by the way, Jane Seymour, speaking of pretty girls, was in the first the pilot, I believe, and then she got killed. She got killed right away, I think, after the second episode or something. And then I think Apollo was like taking care of her kid, and it's Moffat or Daggett, whatever that name of that dog was. But yes, Starbuck, Dirk Benedict's character. I was a big Battlestar Galactica fan in the late 70s, early 80s when it came out. And I named a hamster. My parents bought me a hamster. And it was named Starbuck, but one day the hamster wasn't in my house anymore, and my parents told me that the hamster ran away, got out and ran away. But in reality, I think it bit my mom, and my dad flushed it down the toilet. So Starbuck was down the toilet. Well, Thomas, I don't know how you could forget the character's name. There was a great series on the Sci-Fi Channel, Battlestar Galactica, in the 2000s, 2004 through 2005 through 9, I think. And if you haven't watched it, you really should. It's one of the best reboots, sci-fi shows of all time. But that's in my opinion. But yeah, Battlestar Galactica, the new Battlestar Galactica that they made in 2005, 2006 is the shit. Anyway, the original was okay too, but Glenn Larson Productions, it was a little cheesy at times, but again, it was 1979, 78, so what are you going to do? And it was everybody trying to, well, Thomas, there's no accounting for your taste. In 1979, everybody was trying to chase that Star Wars money. But speaking of the 70s, again, what's in the box? Scored this giant-sized Defenders #4. It was 50 cents back then, and I paid 50 cents for it yesterday. Defenders, giant-sized Defenders 4. That's nice, a Gil Kane cover. I haven't looked at it yet. I have no fucking clue to the inside. But pick this up. This was $1. Fantastic Four, 83, Marvel's Greatest Comics. It's a nice Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Of course, this is the reprints in the early 70s that they did. But, when you can't afford to buy all the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby stuff, if you still want great stories, pick up Marvel's Greatest Comics. Got this in the dollar bin. What's in the box, motherfuckers? By the way, this program is not for children, as you can tell. All right, this is weird. This is an X Factor featuring Cyber on the cover. This is X Factor number 81, excuse me. The reason I got this is because I'm a big fan of Larry Stroman. Larry Stroman. Big fan of his stuff that he did on X Factor. And he's going to be at MegaCon. And all I have is like 4 issues of X Factor that he did. So Captain Comics, these are folks that I spoke to earlier online. Oh, by the way, that X Factor was 50 cents. Namor, 50 cents, #3. Big John Byrne fan. I have the whole run of Namor, but I needed like 3 issues. And #3 happened to be one of the issues. and I picked it up for 50 cents. I think I have 2 more issues, and then I have the complete John Byrne run of Prince Namor, or whatever the hell it was called, because I like Prince Namor. Legion of Superheroes. This is number 302. This is a Keith Giffen. Keith Giffen did the art. I'm a big Legion of Superheroes fan, and this was one of the 50 cent comics that I needed. Again, 50 cent bin. The stuff that's 50 cents, I haven't bagged and boarded yet. This is kind of cool. Indie stuff. First comics. Whenever I find Star Slayer, okay, whenever I find Star Slayer, the log of the Jolly Jolly Roger, I pick it up, motherfucker. You know why? This one was art by Tim Truman. Can't beat that, man. Great shape, too. His first comics, Tim Truman. Star Slayer. Great stuff. First comics. Indie. Early 80s. Everybody thinks indie comics started with Image Comics, but, it didn't. There's a lot of Fantagraphic stuff. There was a lot of First, a lot of EC, a lot of all those companies. Pacific. Anyway, you think that's cool? Comic G-Spot? Wait till you see this. This is the weirdest thing. This is a indie comic from 1987. Ace Comics. The Kill Face. By the way, this like really weird colored, crappy kind of looking cover. Alex Toth. Alex Toth, motherfuckers. And by the way, and I'm sorry to be calling all you guys names, but this face comic, Steve Ditko, 1987. Steve Ditko, 1987. I'll say it one more time. Steve Ditko, 1987. A book called The Kill Face from Ace Comics. 50 cent bin. I mean, come on. Another cool indie comic. Whenever I see these, I pick them up. Continuity Comics. Mid-80s. Samurai. I can never pronounce it, but I guess it's Samurai. Continuity Comics coming from Neil Adams' company. Yes, I know. I'm so rude. Anyway, Samurai is how I always pronounce it. If it's wrong, someone correct me. Continuity Comics. Great stuff. I wish I found Crazy Man. Crazy Man from Continuity. Neil Adams' company. Check out this wraparound cover. Issue number 4. If you guys are not familiar with this stuff, you should check it out. Neil Adams, Continuity Studios. Again, 50 cent bin. Dude. Pick up a number 2 of Long Shot. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was number 1. But still, number 2 Long Shot. Samarizzle. Exactly, Thomas. Samarizzle. Long Shot, number 2. You're talking about the second issue, I guess, of Art Adams. Art Adams. This is in great shape, too, by the way, in the 50 cent bin. Pages are still white. Nice, no bends, except the ones I'm putting in. And look at the cover. 50 cent, Long Shot. All right, this was in a dollar bin. Marvel's Greatest Comics, Fantastic Four. Special double issue. Has a bunch of Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stuff in it. And again, dollar, Long Shot is a run that we all need, Thomas. And also George Perez, who I met a million times, and is going to be at MegaCon in Orlando in 4 weeks. And I got this Marvel Fanfare for him to sign. I have a copy of this, but it's like beat to hell. So I found this in the dollar bin, Marvel Fanfare, Black Widow issue. Nothing having to do with the movie, but this is a good primer. First of all, it's Perez. It's Marvel Fanfare, which Marvel Fanfares are the bomb. And it's a great issue with Black Widow. Dollar Bin. Dollar Bin, Marvel Fanfare number 29. John Byrne Incredible Hulk story. Amazing. All the Marvel Fanfares are so wonderful because they're on the deluxe format paper. They were $1.50 when they were coming out way back in, the mid 80s. You have 4 of the Black Widow or let me start showing people's comments. I'm getting a spam call. Yeah, he's got 4 of the Black Widows. Very nice. G-Man. I should have invited you guys to come on there. Come on here tonight. I'm just so rude. And I'm going to leave that up just to correspond with anything. This is part 2 of a 2-shot for Marvel Fanfare with the X-Men in the Savage Land with Paul Smith doing art on here. I think this was a precursor to his actual run on the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. Fantastic. Sorry about the glare. It's a great Marvel Fanfare cover. Great issue. Again, Dollar Bin. This was in the Dollar Bin too. What a find. What a find. Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. This is the early 70s when Wonder Woman didn't have her powers. Her powers were that she wore go-go boots and a miniskirt, pretty much. And she had a Chinese or Asian dude with her called I Ching, who was like her Alfred. And believe it or not, this is like a Catwoman on the cover battling her. That was like an old vintagey Harlequin-looking Catwoman outfit. And anyway, Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, perfect condition, $1 in a Dollar Bin. I mean, come on, $1. Cool. I saw Rob. I met Rob Liefeld. Yes, right. You are correct. Go-go boots and mini skirts is a serious power. Power over all us folks that have the male gaze, apparently. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 245, Rob Liefeld cover and interiors. Real early Rob Liefeld, being a Rob Liefeld fan, meeting Rob last week. Believe it or not, I didn't have this in my collection, and I got a Dollar Bin. All right, here's some serious Dollar Bin finds. Defenders 25. Check out Valkyrie on the inverted cross, by the way. Inverted cross. Imagine that. Look at that. Look at that. Defenders 25. It's like 1976, 75. 25. Defenders 25, $1. Okay, better yet. And I have a copy of this already, but in the 50-cent bin, I didn't even bag and board it yet. Defenders 53. Fucking, and by the way, that is Red Guardian from Black Widow movie. Yet as a really hot chick. This book is drawn by Dave Cockrum, Michael Golden, and Keith Giffen. All did pencils on this, with Terry Austin doing inks. I think Roy Thomas wrote it. Don't even know who wrote it. Dave the Dude Cockrum wrote it. I don't know. Someone wrote it. Anyway, guys, Defenders, guys and girls, Defenders 53, 50 cents. Defenders 92. Paid $1 for that. Look at that real Steranko homage cover almost. 88. Defenders 88. Hulk, Prince of Wales. Look, he's riding a whale. Get it? Prince of Wales, he's riding a whale. Get it? What's in the box? Great Defender stuff. 89. Ripping off DC early. Death in the Family. Look at that. I think spoiler. Hellcat's mommy died or something. Death in the Family. 96. G-Man says it's fire. 96. Defenders. Ghost Rider's on the cover there. Sorry about the glare. And then we have a buck for Defenders 97. Now, what's in the box? I told you I scored a flea market haul. Okay, flea market haul. Thomas, I think I'm going to take this solo tonight because I'm just showing off comics, and then I got a headache and I got a barbecue. So, yes, G-Man, I wish you were with me too, because we would have a nice conversation. But I'm kind of glad you weren't with me, because you would have took everything I wanted. We would have been fighting over it. So. The comic book G spot, the G-Man says, I wish I was with you. Same tastes. But as I said, we would be fighting over the same books. But wait a minute. Something, when we all talk about shit we had when we were young, but then we sold it or got rid of it. Unfortunately, I did, because I had to pay bills. But King Size Annual #1, Tarzan. I had this when I was a kid. Freaking loved it. Okay. Got this for 50 cents. 50 cents for Tarzan #1 Annual. Okay. John Buscema artwork inside of here. It's fantastic. Okay, so this is the Marvel Tarzan. So as I was going through the same box that I found that, these were $1. These are in the dollar bin. Get a load of this shit. What's in the box? Remember I said Joe Kubert would come up again? Okay. Early Tarzans. Joe Kubert. Covers and interiors. The artwork is fantastic. And these are in such good condition. Another one. Unbelievable condition. Unbelievable artist. Joe Kubert. Unbelievable stuff. These Tarzans are amazing. Yet another one. What's this? 216. The Renegade. It's like that. I don't even know what that is. It's a statue. Thought it was an elephant. Number 217. I almost got like a 20-issue run. Well, it's 18. 18-issue run of these Tarzans. Joe Kubert. And by the way, before anybody thinks I'm a rich high roller or I'm a baller, truth is, my wife got them for me. She's an enabler. Look at this. Look at this. Yes, we do want to plug the Simply Incredible podcast. What's up, jabronis? Look at it. He comes up. Look at him. He's coming up with another alias. First, he's here as Thomas somebody. Now he's coming up as Simply Incredible. Unbelievable. Yes, these books are awesome. And by the way, the best thing about them is they look like they were never read. Okay, the only those creases are in the plastic, the bag, but these are in gorgeous condition. Wait till you see this 320. Fury in the Desert. I mean, unbelievable. I know. Simply Incredible podcast is Simply Incredible podcast is like a Jason Bourne character, and he's got all these aliases, different passports. He's a man of the world, international man of mystery. Look at this book. Again, these were in a dollar bin at a flea market. A dollar bin. Joe Kubert goodness. A couple more to show you. The Pit of Doom. That's Tarzan, Jane. The Vine, Jane, not mine. Although I would think you would want her to hang off yours. Tarzan, again, big Joe Kubert fan. I first found Joe Kubert from Sergeant Rock and Our Army at War. Then love to appreciate all his stuff. Did a lot of war comics, but man, dang man, now ruining my gig. I just hang with Jennifer Garner. Okay, I don't get. Oh, Alias. Oh, look at that Alias reference. Oh, you're so clever. That almost went over my head. I was like, Jennifer Garner. And then I remembered Alias. Joe Kubert. Joe Kubert is super cool. And as I showed early, which I won't be able to find it now, he had this. Oh, yep. The Joe Kubert School produced all these Heroes Worlds catalogs, which were, again, like Sears catalogs for nerds in 1980. Anyway, guys, what's in the box? What's in the box is a lot of 50-cent and dollar gems that I got yesterday. Today, I spent the day mowing the lawn and shopping. The comic G-Man says 100, 100, 100. I guess that's 300. If you add all those 100s together, that's 300. And then we're talking about Sparta and Frank Miller. So I didn't get any Frank Miller yesterday, but man, again, what's in the box? If I could have hung out, if my family wasn't with me and it was 20 degrees cooler and the dude who I was buying from accepted credit cards, I would have bought like 1,000 comics, but I'm glad he didn't, because what it was is I only had the cash that was in my pocket, and that's it. And I spent the day playing disc golf, well, throwing disc at least, just not on purpose. As a non-disc golf player, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I look forward to. I'm very upset. The reason I went on and did a stream is I had to kill some time before going to barbecue, and I'm not going to see anybody online tonight on the Extreme Nerd Table because it was called for someone was feeling under the weather. But please join me Tuesday. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like a copy, issue number 6 of Oh My God, and you haven't gotten it, just DM me. I can set you up with a copy of Oh My God. But more importantly, please go on Indiegogo and look up Misty America or my name, Anthony Sika. I'll put the link later in this video on replay. But please back Misty America, Daryl, or anybody else online, because I'm trying to get to $1,000 so I can buy a lot of Misty America stuff to offer after the campaign ends. And also, comic books aren't cheap, but they are cheap at the flea market where I picked them up yesterday. Anyway, everyone have a great night. I'm going to be inking comics. I'm going to be inking pages all night for the next, the first issue of Misty America, which the campaign ends in 20 days. 20 days. And don't forget to catch me next Saturday or this coming up Saturday. I'm going to be on with the G-Man on the comic book G Spot. I'm going to be a guest on the show a week from yesterday, this coming Saturday, and he's going to be. We're going to do a telethon to raise money for my new book, Misty America 1. It's coming out soon. Fulfilling. I'm going to be mailing it in the last week of August, first week of September. So order it now. Big boobs, big guns, big hair, big action. Anyway, folks, you have a great night. I will see you on Tuesday. I'm going to have a Misty America party on this very YouTube channel around 8 p.m. Then I will be featured on the comic book G Spot with the G-Man on Saturday at midnight or 1 in the morning or whenever in hell in the morning it goes. I think it's at midnight or something. Anyway, or 1 in the morning, something silly like that. But anyway, I gotta stick the link in Incredible Podcast. Simply Incredible Podcast. I'll stick the link in. Anyway, just go on Indiegogo and type in Misty America. Or look at the link later. I think the link is in my YouTube information. Anyway, if not, just look on the last video. I got to go barbecue some steaks. I went out grocery shopping and bought some steaks for the family. I will splurge in tonight. And remember, what's in the box? Thank you very much. Simply Incredible Podcast. I don't see it, but it's all good. I will post it. Everyone have a wonderful evening. And remember, when you go to a flea market and you see a sign that says 50 cents, go there and say, "What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in